I've never done a video like this, but consider it a lifestyle video because it involves kind of daily routines and whatnot. And I figured it might be kind of fun to do a video just doing what I eat in a day. It's super basic and kind of rudimentary for
Like my style?
the YouTube lifestyle.
Hit the subscribe button so you don't
genre
miss
or
any
whatever.
future videos.
But that being said, I thought it might be cool just because I don't really track my calories or consistently monitor the specific foods I'm eating outside of avoiding certain foods altogether. But for example, here's my breakfast for today, and I actually typically have boiled eggs. That's the most common thing on that plate. I usually eat toast with cream cheese, but today I'm having it with avocado, so that's just a tiny change. Orange juice, I actually also do generally have it, but with a smoothie. So I'll make a smoothie with the orange juice and apples and some other random stuff like tomatoes or carrots. I don't add any sugar to those, but I just rely on the orange juice to kind of sweeten it. And sometimes we'll add a little bit of Gatorade as well. But yeah, that's kind of how a typical breakfast looks. And I do tend to eat breakfast every day. It's very rare that I would go outside the house without eating breakfast first. I don't drink coffee. I drink tea on occasion. I don't drink energy drinks. And I only drink sports drinks or Gatorade after exercise. So pretty much my liquid or beverage consumption consists of water, orange juice, Gatorade, or sparkling water with zero sugar. So yeah, those are kind of my main things that I go to. I'm gonna kind of give an idea through the day of what I would eat. Some of it may consist of leftovers that I've already kind of pre-rationed, so meal prep stuff, and then I might cook something different for dinner. So I'm gonna check in throughout the day, as well as some of the snacks that I'm eating, and just for fun, just to say fuck it. This is as somebody that is running 30 to 40 miles a week. Also working out 2 to 3 times a week on top of that. Not at the gym, but just at home, calisthenics stuff. So I'm burning probably about 2,500 calories a day on average, because you can imagine some of those runs just by themselves are burning 1,000 plus, plus the resting calories, which you'd be surprised, like if you're somebody with a high metabolism, how much that contributes. That's about 1,000 calories by itself. Not to mention the extra 500 typically come from minor exercises. Can include abs at the end of the night and all the walking in between during the day, and just the subtle passive burning through small motions. And yeah, these are kind of my expectations for today. I'll probably get about 2,000 calories in, I imagine. Because I don't think I'm gonna run today, so I think that'll probably be about how much I get in. Again, I never track it, so this is me just kind of guessing. I think this meal, without researching, it probably is about 300 calories. And so my biggest by far is dinner, so that's gonna be probably where I get in the most amount of volume. All right, with that being said, I'll check in on the next slot, maybe next time I take a snack, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, just checking in. It's been about 2 hours or so. This is usually what I eat like for my snack midday. Sometimes it has chocolate in it, sometimes it doesn't. It's literally just peanuts, raisins, and in this case chocolate chips. It's really good because if you're somebody that has a sweet tooth, it kind of hits the craving. And it also gives you a good amount of energy. It's super light, and there's no added sugar, you know, so it's not like the store-bought stuff. And I mean, not even that I'm against sugar. I think it's more about like, you're always trying to, I think, have an idea of just how much you're putting into your body. And when you eat more foods that are processed per se, you actually have a harder time tracking, I would say, what's coming in. And I'm no health nut, to be fair, but I usually like to try to make as much stuff as I can from just the raw ingredients themselves. So trail mix is so basic, it's super easy to do that. I have a banana too, I might eat that too in a bit, so I'll check in probably in about 2 hours here when I eat lunch. So, but I just had one of these, and just to give you a quick look, it's actually spaghetti and meatballs that I made last night. This is just what's left over from that. Probably about couldn't say in terms of the exact weight, but maybe about half a pound of food, half a pound to a pound of food for lunch, maybe, more or less. And yeah, it's just pasta, straight spaghetti with a lot of different vegetables. So there's carrots, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and that might be it. Oh, mushrooms as well, and then the meatballs, of course, which were made with garlic and onion. So yeah, that's kind of the lunch. That's typically what I eat, because I usually run around 4 or 5 o'clock, so I usually eat around 1 p.m. and try to keep, about a half a pound of food, just to basically keep me fueled up while I hit the next workout. Today is a pretty chill day. It's kind of an off day, and I'm also not working so much, so I'm kind of taking advantage of the time to also redo the hair. So that's kind of why I'm changing looks so many times today. But anyway, I'll check back in a couple hours when I'm eating again, and I'll keep it going. So see you in a bit. So I kind of made a transformation since I last started filming. But I'm just checking in. This is kind of the early dinner. So I usually have probably 2 dinners, because a lot of times after I work out or run, I'll have one dinner and then have another one towards 9 or 10 o'clock. And that depends actually too on how much I do, because if I go really hard, I'm probably gonna be more likely to just have a fat ass dinner versus something really something really minor in both cases. So in this case, I'm just doing some basically I'm making a sandwich. So I got just some bread, I got the rest of the avocado from this morning, eggs and sausage, and then cream cheese. So I'm gonna load it up and have a nice solid sandwich, which should hold me over for a few hours. And that's kind of how it looks. I got a lot of smaller meals typically, but like I said, I can often change it up depending on how many calories I burn that day. And it's all about just pretty much, I don't want to say feeling full, but like at least feeling not depleted, because I'm not trying to lose weight by any means, nor am I trying to gain weight. I'm just trying to feel energized. So I try to eat as much as I can to feel that, or to feel that sensation. don't necessarily want to feel full all the time, but just want to feel like I have enough sugars in my body, especially enough protein, to feel like I'm recovering well. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe. So I'll give you a preview once the sandwich is finished. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. You know, as you can see, it's pretty thick. And that's a good that's a good sandwich if you're pretty hungry but you want something kind of light. You don't have to throw on the sausage. You can just do avocado, cream cheese, and egg, and that's also a really good blend too. It's light, you know, it doesn't hit you, you know, in that kind of deep part of your stomach where you're just digesting it for hours and hours, because it's just the bread, so it's not like a heavy carb. Equally, it's not like a dense protein like steak that can just kind of sit around for a while. So yeah, that's a good one. You know, I do want to say, by no means am I you know, health expert. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not doing this video to make any advice. I'm just kind of sharing some general thoughts, and also just literally showing what I eat in a day. Relatively average. So yeah, I'm gonna cut back probably in 3 hours once I actually eat dinner, and yeah, go from there. Alright. And while I'm at it, I'd like to share just one more thing, just to show, you know, kind of how I do everything with my vegetables. This is something I started about 3 weeks ago, but I actually started to cut up everything, you know, at the beginning of each week. And you know, I got basically all the stuff I need for an entire week of cooking. Excuse me, sorry. This is supposed to be pico de gallo. I just need to get some more cilantro and throw that in there, but that already has the limon and everything. But I have onion, I have green onion, I have garlic oil that I put together. Just cut up some garlic and added some olive oil. I got broccoli stems, ginger, tomato, carrots, cilantro, but it's old, so I'm not using it for the pico de gallo because I want it to be fresh. Mushrooms, jalapenos, green peppers, and celery. And then this is kind of just the miscellaneous, but I like to keep boiled eggs on standby always, as well as some pre-made meals that I make, of course, and any drinks, I throw them in here. So beverages like Gatorade and soda water and stuff. So yeah, those are my 2 spaces, so I just wanted to share those. Hopefully give some inspiration. Okay, so I finally made it for my last meal of the day, and this is my kind of dinner, although it's a bit later than I normally would eat, so I'm going actually a little bit lighter. And just some stir fry with some bread and cream cheese, and also some peanut butter. I'm not trying to eat any pasta or rice at this point because it's kind of late. And yeah, that's basically everything. So I think I'm going to add up the total amount of calories I ate today, and just to see what it came out to be, approximation. And this is just to give an idea of what a day of eating would look like for somebody who makes a relatively average amount of money, who lives a relatively average lifestyle, at least in the sense of, like, I don't go out to eat really ever, and yeah, pretty frugal because I need to be month to month, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I cook all my meals, and I didn't buy anything exorbitant for this video. I didn't plan anything, I just spontaneously decided to do this. And I hope it gives you an idea into kind of the rough, you know, eating habits of a runner who is, you know, pretty serious about their craft and is trying to actively improve and get better. So if you have any questions, or if, you know, this video resonates with you at all, if you're interested in any of the food that I made or recipes or anything. If you want to see a part 2 or just another, type of this or another version of this video, then let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned and see you in the next one. Alright? Peace.